This effect is really fun and adds an interesting touch to your gameplays. Let's see how we got this effect in Filmora 11. Import your gameplay footage and place it onto your timeline. For this effect, we're going to be matching the bullets in the game with the beats from a song. So it's helpful to have a game where there's a lot of shooting, and that way we have a lot of opportunities to match with the beat. Grab your playhead and we're going to mark out sections where there are shootings. Once we found that part, we're going to move back a few frames, select the video and hit M on our keyboard. This is going to create a marker on the video. So no matter where we put this video, the marker will remain. But if we make a marker once clicked away, the marker will stay on the timeline and not on the video. Find the end of this interaction and hit M on your keyboard again. Now I'm going to search for some other sections and then I'll be right back so we can continue with the effect. Once I have my sections, I'm going to look for a song which I can play with the montage. Go to the audio menu and look for a suitable song. It helps if the song has many beats, and that way we can easily sync the video to the music. I will use this music in the exclusive music section. Drag it right onto your timeline. When I play this song, we can hear clear beats, and that way syncing will be easier for me. So right before this section, I'm going to make a marker on the timeline. So now we know that anything before this marker is going to be kind of slow, and the action begins right after. Let's zoom in onto our timeline and make a cut on our marker. Drag all of the footage and bring it onto the second track where we can just lock it in place. We will come back for these later. Let's first focus on this section. I'm going to zoom in once again. Basically, we're going to create freeze frames within this video and then sync the frames to the music. Let's find our first frame, click this right here, then go to time, freeze frame. Make a cut on that section, use your arrow keys to count 3 frames. Make a cut, and then we can get rid of the rest. Let's go in until we are in a new environment. Like this. Once again, select the video, go to time, freeze frame. Cut the area before and get rid of it. Once again, we're going to count 3 frames, select the video and then make a cut. Get rid of the freeze frame section and keep doing this until you have moved into that epic battle scene. Once we have our freeze frames, we can now choose a transition to go in between each one. But first we need to match it with the music. So I will sync the end of this video with the start of the beat. Now with each of these beats, we're going to take one of these freeze frames and place it right at the start. I will start backwards because we may need to get rid of the beginning of the song. So move them all to the side and focus on the first one. So at the start of this beat, I'm going to grab this freeze frame and increase the length. Once you're done with that frame, bring the next one and then match it with the start of this beat. Do this with all the other freeze frames and then we're going to place a transition in between each one. Once we have matched the frames with the music, it's now time to place some transitions in between. But before that, we're just going to get rid of the extra bits from the song. Make a cut and get rid of the first bit. I also created markers on the song so that I know exactly where I'm supposed to match the videos. Zoom into your timeline and then go to the transitions menu. We're going to add a simple fade effect in between each video. You can go for a flash effect or any other transition that you want. I will choose fade because it fades to black. Place it in between and adjust the duration. Do this for all the other frames. We can also add a black and white filter on top of these frames. Just type in black and white in the effects menu. Add the effect above your freeze frames. I will pair this with a black and white nose effect. You can always double click on the effect and lower the opacity. Hit OK, and now we're finished with our first effect. In the music, we have this section where we are building towards that main beat. So over here, we're going to get our second video and place it right there. Let's zoom in and make a marker on the music on the place where the main beat shows up. So right over here, we're going to hit M, and now I know that I need to clear out whatever effect I'm applying right on this marker. So that's when we first find our enemy. I'm gonna make a cut right here, get rid of the first bit, bring this right over here, and match the bullet sound with the marker. So now we get something like this. I get that bullet sound with the beat drop, which is perfect. We just have to add a visual effect as well. Make a cut right after that bullet, then copy and paste this somewhere else. Bring it right above and we're going to zoom in. Come down to the BCC blur and choose one of these blurs. Drag this directly onto the copied video, and now we have this blurring effect, which we're going to clear out as soon as we're about to make our shot. So select the marker, double click on this video, go to Animation, Customize, and we're going to create a keyframe. Move this keyframe back, and then right on this section we're going to lower the opacity. So basically it's blur at the start and then it comes into focus. Hit OK, and now we have to check the effect and see whether or not the clearing happens on the beat. There we go. And then we're going to get a really fast part in the song. This part of the song matches with the bullet reloading. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And now let's find another area for our third effect. For this last effect, I went ahead and highlighted sections in which we are shooting an opponent. So each section starts with a little frame and then we make a shot. I just got a few of these from the gameplay. Then we're just going to match the exact shooting frame with the song. You can listen to the music and hit M on your keyboard whenever there's a main beat. So that way we can sync these bullets with the song. Once we're done with the videos, we can just fade out the music. So you can select it right here, make a cut, double click, and increase the fade out. Hit OK. To tie everything together, we can grab a transition from the Transitions menu. Starting with the fade, we're going to add a fast transition here, so you can go to the speed blur section. Add another one right here. And just keep adding different transitions to these frames so that we could get a cool result. For these frames, I will use a glitch transition, so just place it in between each of the videos. And now we're finished with the effect. Now you can sync your favorite songs to the gameplay. Let's work together and create the same style.